miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Detroit Lions and the New York Jets. Zerline now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Taking it about the 1. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. This defense for the Jets, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Detroit. He's ridiculous.
Stop yelling, dude.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Dante Hightower on the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down, Swift. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
You know when I could tell this was going to end really badly? When he launched himself behind the line and made a beeline for the ball carrier. You get one of those tackling machines in the middle on your trail, things are normally ending pretty quickly.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Right? They're yelling and shit. I gotta play this game real quick, and I'm going, I'm trying to hit 40.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Here's Berrios. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, there goes a 19-yard return. And the Jets will take over. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start on the ground. Hall just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Hall again on 2nd down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throw caught by Raymond. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Goff flush to his right. This one caught. It's the tight end Hockenson. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Swift is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparation. Each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Now a leaping catch, he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
We're not going to hurt him. We need to trick that nigga out the boot. Not doing the fucking thing.
Oh, It's a jet sweep. Here's Davis. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Jets at 12-1 now to start play. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution,
and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep.
I don't know if you got to play it that much. I forget when it pops up. I know I played a lot of
trying to fit it into more, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph, and to the 40-yard line. That's where the return stops. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On first down, gone.
Damn it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. The 30. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Kirby Joseph there to drop him.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the And
he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Aiden Hutchinson able to record his 5th sack of the season. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Throwing on 3rd and long. Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points. But that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Go off a handoff here to Swift. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Goff now to throw. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Eluding the pressure right. And Shark hauls it in. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards. Now gone. Flushed out right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll run with Swift. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Cybered on for the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Check 50, check 50.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight?
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at the 23. A beautiful fake. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Goff on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jets have recovered.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Ball again on 2nd down. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now Wilson on first down. And he'll find Hall. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. His 7th rushing touchdown, 11th overall. And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On first down, it's gone. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. Open man right side is Shark. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Here's Goff. Touchdown! DJ Chark in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Dances by him. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Ball again on 2nd down. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Jets take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Wilson going to throw for it. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. DJ Reed, who played in college at Kansas State, made the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They run it again with Williams. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing on third. Goff. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Open man is Raymond. He's got it. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the gun, here's Swift. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
So the completion good for 7 there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
That is caught. It's Uzama. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 35 before going out. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles. And that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield. I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Lions are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Play action. It's Goff. Rolling to his left. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Rookie Jermaine Johnson going all the way from last chance U to now dropping NFL quarterbacks. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a give right side Swift. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked out and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Ball again on 2nd down. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run with Hall. And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the shotgun, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards that time.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Open man is Uzama. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Carter will try the right side. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's Aiden Hutchinson. He was determined to blow that play up, and he sure did. On 2nd and 12, Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He finds Corey Davis. And it's going to be another first down as he'll get him to the ground at the Lions 36. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Wilson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Now Wilson. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. Fourth down. Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Goff. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Goff. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
And he's going to have behind the line. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down.